Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 2nd of March, 2025. So we're looking at the synoptic at midnight last night here. We've got high pressure that was with us yesterday, still sat over the country, and a weak front off to the north. That's not going to affect us today. We should get some nice flying out of that. If we run it through to lunchtime today, you can see there's very little change. The high pressure's still there, and the weak front's still there, and it's virtually not moved. So moving on then, we'll have a look at the SATPIC, and the south of England is just basking in sunshine, and I think it's going to be like that pretty much all day. Rain radars showing nothing within a few hundred miles of us, and the rain forecast, if we run that through from 9 o'clock, there's nothing on the rain radar either, really, that's anywhere near us. So a good day ahead by the looks of it. Odium's TAF is it's a Sunday. It's not been issued. They have a METAR out. We'll just get the latest on that. They've got nil wind, greater than 10K visibility, no clouds, temperature 3, dew point 2, pressure 1035. And a quick look at Farnborough. And they've got nil winds, cav OK, -3 and -4 for temperature and dew point, and pressure 1036. And they're forecasting 0607 knots, greater than 10K visibility, with few clouds at 2,500 feet, and a 30% chance that in the evening visibility down to about 8 kilometers, but that's pretty much it. Spot winds then to the north of us, 20010 at 1,000 feet, and to the south of us, 09015 at 1,000 feet. A quick look at windy. The arrows, the wind arrows on there are virtually nil. You can't see them. There's the reckon it's about 2 knots easterly at the moment, and it's going to remain somewhere in that region for most of the day. The Met Office local forecast for this area are suggesting southeasterly or south-southeasterly, so 4 to 3 knots throughout the day. And we should see some cumulus maybe around about lunchtime through until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that sort of matches up with the sort of sobering forecast that you're going to get in a minute or two. GFS forecasting 8 degrees centigrades at lunchtime, with the dew point down at around about 0, so that's quite a large split there. And currently at Lasham, we'll just refresh that, get the latest temperatures. Yeah, it's up to about 4.5, with the dew point at about 1.5. So that split starts to take place there. The camera on the south side shows clear blue skies and a gentle sort of easterly flow. And a quick look at SkySight, they're suggesting that there's going to be cumulus cloud base quite early on, about 10:30, about 1,500 feet. But that's going to rapidly rise up to about 3,000 feet by early afternoon. They're also showing sort of thermal activity from 10:30 through until about 3:30 in the afternoon, and the solar will height up to about 1,500 feet above ground level. Top meteo, on the other hand, are showing soaring from about 11 o'clock up to about 2,000 feet, and in the afternoon, the best it's going to get is maybe up to about 3 and a bit, maybe 3,500 feet. So there's a little bit of a conflict there, but we'll wait and see how it all develops. No times in today. Number 15 is Oakhanger. There's a rat there for the exclusion of UAS. 19 next door to it is Rushmore, flares from about 5:10 onwards. 20 out to the west is the Imber danger area. It's Delta 123 on your maps. That's active today, and to the northwest of us is Welford, another rat for the exclusion of UAS. Let's have a look at the local airfield briefing then. We'll start with the Odium cross-section. Going to be very few cumulus around today. It's going to be a bit cold to begin with on the airfield. There's a 0 degree layer at the moment over the airfield, although the temperature is actually rising as we saw earlier. They do have thermal activity forecast here from about 10 o'clock through until about maybe half three, sort of 1 to 2 knots in the best part of the day. And apart from that, virtually nothing to worry about. Glider bookings today is a couple of K21s on instructional flying, one on the casual list, one booked by club members. There's K13 on trial lessons all day. There is single-seater availability on all single-seaters. There's 3 people on the casual list, and there's one instructor available on the casual list already as well, which is great. And the simulator is available as per usual. Of course, it's the first Sunday of the month, so the Gliding Heritage Centre will be out. I think they're bringing about 5 aircraft out today. So it'll be good to see them flying. And they've got perfect weather for it as well. There's no movements planned, and the general situation is there's high pressure across the UK. Weak thermals from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Winds are nothing to really worry about. We will be on runway 09. Cables on the boom. Apologies for this. I should say to the south side and Aeroto on the north side. The grass is soft and wet, so please avoid using the wheel brake unless it's absolutely necessary. And do not land or taxi on the disused runways shown in red here. There's also a possibility that you can burst a tyre or damage a wheel if you're going across those at speed. So the launch point vehicle will be in the usual place, winching on the hard to the south side of the runway, air towing on the hard to the north side of the runway, cables down the south side, and landing on the grass. That's it from me today. I shall see you on the airfield shortly, and have a great day's flying. Enjoy yourself. Let's have lots of fun, and please keep it safe.